leg day, mate. Extra Hydromax on leg day because I'm back day. Yeah, extra Hydromax on hinge days and leg days because I get the worst lower back cramps at the minute. So up to the massage work now, probably depending on what he says on Wednesday, probably to once a week until I can get it to settle, and then just a bit more mobility work of an evening. But it's just because this is the heaviest I've been now, so it's hard to kind of do what I was doing with this much more weight on my frame. But it's part of the parcel. I was actually saying to Han this morning, like, this is probably now my weigh-ins are around about 126 kilo. And this is probably the most uncomfortable body weight wise I've ever felt. Like, I don't really wear anything but shorts now because it just get too hot, even when it's pissing it down outside. Yeah, just everything's a lot more difficult now. But it's part of the parcel. Like you were saying the other day, when it comes to stepping up into the supers, for me, I understand that I've got to do a lot that I've never done before to try and build that much muscle. But that's kind of what this episode's going to be about today. Of all in, we're kind of just going to go over a bit of an off-season update and just where we're up to with the off-season, what the plans are moving forward in the off-season and into next year. Obviously, this is kind of like the plan we've got mapped out is based on how the off-season goes, how like potential mini cuts go, etc. And then obviously working around the COVID situation for shows and whatnot. But we'll go over a little bit of an update for the off-season, and then we've got legs with AJ and Cuba as well, and we're on our hack squat rotation today, which is definitely the hardest one. So that should be fun. But yeah, literally Hannah's not training still because she is a week post op now. She's answering all boob related questions on her YouTube, so on her Instagram, boob related questions on her Instagram. So if anyone's got any boob related questions, don't ask me, ask Hannah on her Instagram. But yeah, she just comes along to the gym anyway just to get steps in and get out of the house more than anything, I think, isn't it? But yeah, if you want to see a documentation of kind of like a post boob surgery, then it's on Instagram. So yeah, but we just eaten pre-workout meal. Gonna head off to get obviously a black coffee from Starbucks now, get that, head to the gym, and then we'll catch up there. So we just got to the gym, we're about to start hitting legs, just waiting on AJ and Cuba to get here. Right log books up, have some pre-workout, and then get into a leg session. But I thought what I'd do first, like I said, back at the flat, like I said we'd do, is just go over a little bit of like an update of the off-season so far. So what I'll do before the workout is go through the off-season so far, and then post-workout with Cuba we'll go over kind of like the plans moving forward. So far this off-season we've taken my body weight from like 112 kilos to about 126 now, so 14 kilos of scale weight. Obviously I'm not as conditioned, but as you build muscle you have to expect to gain some body fat at the same time. I do feel like the rate we've put this weight on at and the condition I'm at now is pretty good. I feel like it's been managed extremely well. As far as food changes go, I think we've only really changed my food like 3 times, I think. I don't actually know how many calories I'm on because I just follow a meal plan. That's probably a decent other video would be like to actually break my meals down, my calories down, so you guys know what it is that I'm taking in. But yeah, we've changed food like maybe 3 times, and the focus so far this off-season has just been on training, getting stronger, being able to recover, and just being consistent. Like, it's mad because I get a lot of people ask, what's the best way to approach an off-season? How do you do this? How do you do that? Expecting there to be some sort of secret somewhere down the line, which is like, that's what I've never tried before. That's what I need to do and it'll work. And I think the one thing that people have just never tried before is be consistent for a long period of time. And that is essentially what we've done so far, is just day in, day out consistency. This is by far the strongest I've ever been scale weight wise, the biggest I've ever been. It's the most muscular I've felt as well. I feel like definitely in the best place to call myself a bodybuilder. I've never really felt like a bodybuilder before, but now I'm kind of starting to feel like one, which is quite nice, especially when I know I'm going to be on the open bodybuilding stage. But yeah, it's been a breeze so far, I'd say, simply because I've had such a good support system around me. My training's been on point, my training environment has been on point, and all I've done is get stronger throughout the whole of this off-season so far. Now that is what you're supposed to do, yes, but the rate my strength's been increasing is something that I've pretty much never seen before, which is nice. But now I'm at the kind of position where it's nice and nerve-wracking, and there's a bit of anticipation there, because the shit that I'm doing now, it's hard. Like every set is almost scarily hard, but that's where you need to be. It's where you need to get to. You need to get to uncomfortable levels of in yourself, in terms of like body weight, in terms of how you're feeling, uncomfortable levels of strength, and I guess uncomfortable levels of consistency, and just be ruthless with it. And that's how you'll get the best out of any phase, not just the gaining phase, but any phase. But yeah, like I say, this has been an absolute breeze so far, because I love eating food, I love training in the gym, and I love bodybuilding. So it's been a nice run so far. Like I mentioned, I am starting to get uncomfortable now, and I do think that the next sort of 4 or 5 kilos before we pull back into any sort of mini cut, that's where it's going to get hard, and that's where the food's going to get hard, the training's going to get hard. High rep sets are ruthless at the minute, but it's all part of the package of being a good bodybuilder. So I'll take it in my stride, obviously be completely real with you guys on here, let you know how good or bad the process is. But like, we'll always just document it and keep it really real. But hopefully they're here by now. We're going to head down, get the logbooks written up, and we'll get into this leg session. So legs in a minute, we always start with a bicep movement, just because the way we're working, 2 on 1 off, 1 on 1 off. So push pull off, legs off. The off day either side legs means that we can hit arms again on leg day, give them the frequency that they need to grow and still recover. So obviously if it was push pull legs, it might be a bit different, but because we have the additional rest day, it means we can get biceps in first today and then get into legs. It's not mine, mate, but it's the goal anyway, isn't it? So a couple of months' time, because of the size of his legs, when they get a bit bigger, it's not going to be able to align his leg with the hip. So we'll just have to do stick to actually doing single leg work, just so it can keep that same alignment from his hip down to his leg, his knee and his foot. So when you get to a certain point in size, it will force your legs out, so it misses the alignment. That's when you get knee issues on a leg extension.
Push harder. Got nothing.
Let's go! Come on!
Stay with.
Yeah? Got you. Come on. Take it, man! Take it! Yours. Yeah! Again! There's another one. Come on! Let's go! Come on! Yours. Ah! Now we're talking. Come on! Find your fucking balls! Let's go! All yours. Yours! Yours. Let's go, Cam. Big. Come on. Come on, you've got one fucking chance. Come on. There we go. Come on, back. Work for it.
Tad bit more range if you got it. There we go, come on. Take the slows. There we are. There we are. Make it fucking hard. Make it fucking hard. Get in there. There we go. Big one. Brace fucking hard. Brace super hard. Come on. And we go. And we go. Yeah.
Yeah, just one. Please, yeah. Okay. Fucking switch now. One fucking set.
Everything you've got. Good.
Come on.
Ow.
Come on.
Come on, let's fucking see it. Come on.
Okay. One fucking chance here. Come on. Come on.
Another one. Take the fucking now.
Take this fucking one now. Yes. Let's go! Brace hard! Perfect control! Get in your fucking head now! Focus! Everything you have! Show me your fucking minerals now! Let's go! Show me your fucking coconuts now, let's go! Get it. All fucking day, motherfucker. Come on. All fucking day. Let's work. All day. Go with it strong. It's easy. Come on. All day. Oh yes. All day. Stay tight. Right. Head on now. Make it smooth. Oh yes.
Yeah!
Come on, I've got you. Let's go. Stay confident. Let's go. There we go. Wait for the motherfucker, yes?
Yes! Fucking hell. Band tension is way more than that. Set lower.
Let's go, Cam. Full focus, come on, strong.
Come on, Cam.
All day, mate, come on. Come on, Cam. All day.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Well, come! Show me your fucking balls now! Switch the fuck on! Come on! Oh yes! Work!
Big fucking.
All day! All day! Oh, let's go! Let's go! Let's get it! All day! Take it there, take it there!
Ow! Come on. Dig fucking out. Come on. Come on. Yes.
movement and your technique and like your training accuracy, so to speak, in terms of like moving ridiculously well, rinsing eccentrics, it's almost difficult to do until you see it happen off someone else, kind of thing, because you think, yeah, I am rinsing the eccentric, but for me, obviously not everyone's in a position where they can train with people like Cuba and AJ, but for me, training with these guys has made me realise, like, shit, maybe I wasn't moving as well as I could, and having them just double down on me and pull my movements apart has literally helped my training tenfold. Like, I literally said to AJ before we went to the hack squat set, like, if these are shit, tell me, because I need to know, because I'll put it right and then I'll get more out of the movement. So if you haven't got people to kind of look at that for you, consider filming your sets, watching them back and being a harsh critic on yourself, or even sending them to someone, a friend or someone, to say, like, rip this apart for me, because it's probably one of the best ways to level your training up, is to learn to move extremely well and then get extremely strong at doing so. So that's legs done. Literally, like I was saying before, the volume on the leg sessions has come down pretty significantly, considering we're getting, well, I'm deep in my off-season, getting stronger than I've ever been. We're what, a week out now?
Yeah.
So
the principle at this point is very similar. As again, my recovery's going down because I'm further into deficit, and the recovery capability has changed the heavier you are and the stronger you are. For Cam, obviously, now he's reaching the peak strength and obviously all-time heaviest as well. We have to be very wary of what we do and how we do it. So the beauty of getting big is basically trying to manage the fatigue the most, trying to manage the recovery. So it's almost the same focus in off-season as it is in prep, because you have to be just as meticulous to get things right. As again, at the moment it's 2 check-ins a week, even in off-season now, because he's very responsive at the moment, and we have to really pay attention to the finer details, especially now. He's at a point where he is getting real strong, especially for him. He's reaching the levels he never has before.
Yeah, it's the first time I've been this heavy, this strong, and in this good a position ever. So the goal's kind of to stay this good.
Yeah, the thing is, it's a case of being optimal. So it's a case of being able to carry on with this and carry on pushing. Yeah. And fortunately, I have made so many mistakes in my past, in my off seasons, that I recognise now the mistakes I've made that actually stopped me from making progress, and I know exactly at which point I stopped making progress, and I know how to apply it now for myself in the future and for clients like Cam, especially the bigger stature guys, how to do it to keep on pushing and keep on making progress. And it's basically micromanaging your training, your nutrition, your sleep, with the utmost precision as well. So at the moment, we're really having to pay attention to his recovery, and then really seeing, going to the session, we have to know exactly how he feels and what he's capable of doing. Like today, if we did even an extra set, he would be absolutely buried. And that would mean in 5 days' time, when he hit legs again, he wouldn't be able to really progress and really train with as much precision. So one thing that we have to consider is obviously manipulating training volume, and obviously paying attention to all the biofeedback that he gives us in terms of feel, his sleep, his appetite, and again, we push on when his body asks for it. We don't push on just for the sake of pushing, and it's the same with body weight. We will not just force the body weight on, we'll let his body weight naturally increase through obviously lowering the training volume and the calories going up or staying the same. Like I said, now it's just a case of letting his body catch up to the current shape, and if visually he improves, it's great. As this week, it's a prime example. Visually, you've changed and improved dramatically, and it's very much visual, and that's something that's not seen very often, especially in off-season, where the changes are so apparent that it's visual week to week, and so far with Cam, it has been that way. And the main thing with this, we'll carry on with this and push up until it starts feeling tired. As again, the supplementation, we're not really pushing the supplementation high and it still feels great. So we'll continue with this until it starts feeling the pinch and starts getting tired. That's when we'll back off, rest, recover, 6 to 8 weeks, run blood work, see what the damage is, and we'll keep on going. I'm very much confident that by the end of next year, the super heavyweight class, especially looking at the standard that has been this year, he would have probably smoked it now. So by next year, I'm very much confident when it steps on that stage, it's going to be lights out. So I think with this run up, before we have to back off, I'm pretty certain we'll probably reach around 130 mark. As long as we can keep the fitness and keep him training as he is now, I definitely think it's there. And certain little things, even like a CPAP coming, and obviously moving to your house, that's going to be a much better environment for yourself, much less driving, much less stress. Obviously getting a bigger bed as well. All these little tiny things really amount to really making progress. As again, he's going to be a much better environment. Now he's training with me and AJ, obviously. Again, that's a much better environment, as again, will not let him do more or less than he needs to do. And I think that's definitely key to progression. So we'll keep on going. Obviously, you get to see the journey on Cam's YouTube as well, which is, I think, is pretty cool to see for you all guys. So stay tuned in and see what I've got next for the big guy.
So that's us back from the gym now, legs done, and just a little bit of an update on kind of like where the off season's at and whatnot. But it is, I say it's late for us because me and Carl like to be in bed for like 9:15, so it's 7:15 already. So I'm gonna let Carl get off. We're gonna just head inside, chill out, eat post workout, and then all work's done for today, so we can just chill tonight, which is quite nice. So yeah, thank you for watching again, guys. Obviously, if you can, please like, share, comment, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you in the next episode.